Hey everyone, how are y'all doing? Hope you're doing great. You guys are about to join me on this amazing snatch workout. So, I usually start off with a nice little warm-up. Today I got some Superman rows. Good form, okay. I got the TV going in the background, some people walking around. Try not to be too much of a disturbance when I'm recording. Now we're back at the abs. We got some abs going. This is pretty good. I'm excited for this snatch workout because at the end of this workout, I'm going to be trying to hit a max. So that's going to be super interesting to see because my max right now is currently 135 and I'm trying to go up from there. And it's not much of a surprise anymore because I already did the deed. I already beat the max, but it was pretty cool to see the progress, especially since I haven't snatched in a while. But here we go, hitting the abs really hard. I like to fast forward these parts because they're just, the warm-up. We're trying to see the interesting part, which is the snatch. That's the fun part of the video. So it's going to be great. Okay. Almost there. You guys just have to bear with me a little bit more. The abs were hitting right here. They were definitely hitting. But got through them. There we go. I like to work with bands. Bands help me a lot. They're very good for just flexibility and mobility, but without too much weight, too much stress on my bones. So I always get super excited. Super excited with the bands. There's a video playlist that I usually watch to figure out what movements I'm going to do. I'm starting to memorize them slowly. So now I kind of understand what to do. And I adjust the bands based on where I want to be pulling or pushing or whatever. I try to maintain good form. I think I have pretty good form on this one. I love this workout. This is one of my favorites right here. Right there. I don't know what it is. It just feels so good. It's very nice. This one I don't like, but it's part of the routine, so I have to do it. Unfortunately, this is a pretty decent workout. Try to engage everything. Make sure nothing is too stressed. And just the optimal amount of stress. That's what the bands are for. I love this YMCA because it has everything but it also has like a homey feel. But I guess like it's also the only gym I really have membership with, I guess. I can do the other gyms close to me, but this one also has a pool. I love swimming, and it has a basketball court. Yeah, I don't just go to gyms to lift. So this is perfect for me. I like to do other things. Yeah, and then I'm hitting a normal stretch here. Just the basics, the legs, hamstrings, quads, all that stuff. It's going to be great. Great stuff. Yep. Try to open up the hips a little bit. Bouncing around. Yep. Do some lunges. Again, open up the hips. I wouldn't say I get super tight, but I like to take precaution, especially for these lifts. They're very one or the other. Yep. Now, I also like to work with the bar before I get into the lift because I don't enjoy getting, you know, getting on the weights before getting on the bar. It's like practice. It gets my body used to throwing the weight up and down. Gets me fired up. So, it's about time. Usually the stretching doesn't take too long. It's just a part of my routine now at this point. I just like to move around and get everything loose before I start lifting, especially since I lift pretty heavy for my weight. This isn't too bad. I think this is just a 25. But these are just muscle cleans, which means I don't use the hip at all, even though it looks like I'm using a hip. I'm more like just getting on my toes and pushing up, using the momentum to lift the bar, and kind of trying to engage my lats at the same time. I love muscle cleans. Even though they're not really supposed to be like a workout, you're supposed to engage your body. I don't know, I just like the idea of forcing weight up without the use of, with just the use of my arms, you know. It just makes you feel strong. Gotta get some water. I drink so much water nowadays. I also take creatine, so that's probably part of the reason why I do that. Okay. This is the moment of truth, guys. This is when I'm getting ready to do my snatch, the actual snatches, where I dip all the way down and throw the weight up and all the stuff I've been practicing. But like I said, I like to get on the weight first before I do all that. Not bad, but it gets a little bit more awkward when you're under actual weight because it's hard to catch, and that muscle thing that I was talking about with the muscle snatches ends up biting me in the butt a little bit later on today because I kind of was forcing the weight up. Oh, that was a really good snatch. That was a really, really good snatch. That's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to dip under the bar and then catch it. But, yeah, that's good. Really good. But it's hard to do that with the weight because the way the weight comes up, it's very slow. Much slower than it is, obviously, with just the bar. So it's awkward to figure out when to dip under it. But you're still supposed to dip under it immediately and then wait for the weight to just wait for gravity to pull the weight down onto you. But regardless, we got it done. Look at me palming a 45. Grip strength is so huge. It can't be overstated because it's just such an important key part of the lift. And it always will be. For me, at least. I don't know, some people are just really strong. But I feel like if your grip gives out, no matter how strong you are, it's not going to matter, But these are just 45s, so this is a 135. I'm attempting my previous max, which is 135 for snatch. I love snatch because it's just such a complicated workout, requiring a lot of balance, a lot of mobility, strength as well. I'm smiling here because it's just like I haven't really snatched in a while, and it's gonna be a little awkward, just a little bit, but it's gonna be fun either way. Okay, here we go. Did a lot of, not sure if I had to move that out of the way, make sure you guys could see, make sure you guys get a full view of the snatch, you know? Here we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, that weight came up really nice and easy. It felt really good. It was so light. I don't know. I was feeling really good. I was feeling really, really good that day. Yeah, here it is. I think this is it. There. Oh, yeah. Like I said, it's very awkward because I'm catching it high and you're not supposed to. But I'm strong enough to pull it off. But at the same time, I'm not really helping myself because it's going to bite me later on when I'm doing much heavier weight. So that's something I have to work on. But there's no shortage of practice. I can always practice more. This is still 135, I believe. Still felt pretty easy. I think I wanted to redo it because the first attempt was not great. But here we go. This should be a lot easier. Okay, it was still about the same thing, but I dipped much faster. So I'm a little bit more proud of that attempt. These are just casual pulls. Using the hips here. Trying to also engage the toes as well. This is the mother of all attempts right here. I believe this is a 145. A lot of tweaking, walking around. Not really tweaking, just some nerves. Oh, never mind. I tricked myself on that one. But here we go. This is the lift. The lift of all lifts. Right here. Here we go. It was actually really, really, really a very good lift. Still, yeah, I would still consider it a good lift, just because it's a new max, and I didn't really realize how I was gonna end up throwing it up. I think I decided to go one more time, but it was, never mind, that was it. But anyway, that was my max, my 145 max. I decided to do an incline walk here. I usually put the treadmill at 4 and go all the way, like I increase the incline up to the max. I like incline walks, especially on really heavy days like this, because I still get the cardio, but without, the stress to my knees and joints. That 145 was a little rocky. I would still consider it my max because I know I could have lifted it and been stable, but I just been lifting a lot this day, and I just wanted to not overdo it, but peep the New Balances. Also, I didn't run because I didn't have my running shoes. That's part of the reason, like 10% of the reason, and the other 90% was just to preserve my body. But I love the treadmill. They also have TVs here around the YMCA. It's nice. You get to watch a little TV while you're on the treadmill. I was on here for about 10 minutes. A lot of walking. I was moving right here. Got the arms pumping. Just going crazy on it. And then Oh yeah, going going insane. But yeah, we finished this, and now I'm walking, relaxing, chilling a little bit, slowing down. It was a nice workout overall. Thanks you guys for watching, and have a wonderful day.